Welcome, fifth graders, to lesson 3-3. And today's lesson is how do we write numbers from 1,000 to thousands. And actually, I'm going to write it like this: from 1,000 to thousandths with the TH. I'm going to put an S there, and we should probably put an S on this one too. So what we're going to be working on today is we're going to be working on writing numbers and seeing how that will go. Okay, first thing we're going to do today, well, aside from writing, the lesson and the question, we're going to create a table, and the table is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows across, and it's going to have 4 rows down. Alright, fifth graders, if you can, you want to make your table so it looks like this. And I'm sorry, it should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns, and it should, oops, I need another row here, so let's add another row, 4 rows. Okay, and we'll just extend those. And I had it all nice and neat, and now I'm going to have to mess it up. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with this middle column, because this middle column here is our most important column, because this is where everything starts and where everything kind of, if we think about it, this is where everything kind of revolves around. So what we're going to do is we're going to type, this is our ones, and we're going to put that right there. And 1, if we look at it and we signify, we're going to, or as a numeral, it's going to look like this, 1. Okay? Now, as a fraction, we're going to put 1 over 1. And then, if we think about it in terms of our dollar analogy, it's just going to be simply $1. Now that's where we're going to begin. That's the most important one, because as we move this way or this way, everything's going to be the same. These two columns are going to be the same, a little bit different. These two will be the same, and these two will be the same. And if we were to continue out, the next ones would be the same, only we have a slight change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill these in first. Okay, we have our ones. This is our tens column. Okay, this is our hundreds column and our thousandths. Now on this side, we're going to have tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. Okay, so I'm going to pause and type those in. So here, ladies and gentlemen, if you notice, I got ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Now I'm going to pause. I'm going to write tenths, which is going to be like this, only with the TH. This is going to be hundredths, just like this, but with the TH. And this is going to be thousandths, like this, but with a TH. So I'm going to pause and type those in. So now as we look at this, we have our tens, ones. Remember, these are kind of mirrors, and it's kind of like a funky mirror, that if you look at it, it's going to add a TH to it. If we look, and I'm going to draw these lines just because I want you to see, and let's draw them in green, because I want you to see how they are related. Okay? And again, if we were to go here, this is 10,000. This one here would be 10 thousandths. Now, what we're going to do is this is going to represent this in terms, we're going to focus on this line, and we're going to fill this line in terms of numbers. Now, hopefully this side here, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be easy, because 10 is just a 1 and a 0. Okay? Hundred is 1, 0, 0, and 1,000 is 1, 0, 0, 0. Now, if we go to the other side, tenths is going to be 0.1, hundredths is going to be 0.01, and thousandths is going to be 0.001. All right? Now, our next row is we want to look at this in terms of a fraction. Now, when we look at 10, 10 is basically 10 ones. Now we have 1 over 1 is 1. 10 is going to be 10 over 1. 100 is going to be 100 over 1. And thousands is going to be 1,000 over 1. Now, as we go the other side, tenth, we're actually getting smaller. Our number should be smaller. So we're going to go over 10. Hundredths is 1 over 100. And thousandths is 1 over 1,000. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, I want you to look at this pattern here. This is the reciprocal of this. This, 100 over 1, 1 over 100. 1,000 over 1, 1 over 1,000. And then our final column is if we were to look at this in terms of our money analogy, what would that be? Well, 10, well, that's just $10. Hundreds, that's, well, $100. And 1,000 would be $1,000. Now, on the other side of the decimal point, because remember, boys and girls, let's find a different color here. Our decimal point is going to be right here, isn't it? This is where our decimal point is. Tenths is going to be 0.10, 1 dime. Hundredths is going to be 0.01, 1 penny. And then thousandths, which we really don't pay attention, is going to be 0.001. Now, I want you to look at, this is kind of where our balance goes off. Well, not goes off, but it's 10 cents. Okay? It doesn't quite look the same. We kind of lose a little bit. But what I want you to think about the number of zeros, is the number to the right of the decimal point. Hundredths, 1, 2. Thousand has 1, 2, 3 zeros. Well, 1, 2, 3 to the right of the decimal point. Now, that's the first lesson for today, and this is going to be a very important chart. If we memorize this chart, and we know this chart, and we know this chart from low to high and from high to low, we're going to do fairly well with decimals, because this is the basis, and this is the crux of what we have.